Welcome back to my channel Sweet Salt Spicy. Today we are going to see a yummy recipe that's banana cake and it's eggless too. For this we require 2 cups of maida and 2 ripe bananas and 1/4 cup of milk powder, lime, 1 lime juice, cocoa chips and 1.5 cup of sugar. First we will smash the bananas. You can cut the bananas and put it into a bowl and smash it with the help of a fork or a spoon, or you can just blend it in a blender. We require even vanilla essence and we're not using egg, it's eggless. So after smashing the bananas, I've added 1.5 cup of sugar. You can adjust the sugar according to the taste of the banana. If your bananas are really ripe, it will be more sweet. So you can just adjust it according to your requirement. So once this is done, it's been properly smashed with the sugar, we'll be adding the other ingredients. It is very easy to make and it is yummy to eat. And it will be prepared in a moment of 1 hour for preparing the batter as well as for the cooking. You can prepare this even on the stove if you do not have an oven or an OTG. You can just place a pan and you can place the cake tin and cover the lid and leave it for around 30 to 35 minutes on a slow flame. Then your yummy banana cake will be ready. So once I have after blending the bananas with the sugar, we'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. So here I do not have any lumps. I'm adding around 1/4 cup of sunflower oil. You can add any oil, but the flavor, there should not be any flavor in that oil. So it's better to use sunflower. After adding the oil, you have to blend it. You can blend this with a beater also. I'm using a electric whisker here, or you can just add all these ingredients in a blender and you can blend it evenly. Once that is done, I'm adding around 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence to it. As vanilla essence gives a good flavor and it balances the banana taste as well as the vanilla taste. Once that is added, you have to blend it. As you keep adding the ingredients, you have to keep blending it. So I have prepared the wet ingredients over here. I'll be sieving the 2 cups of maida flour here. You can add even wheat flour if you wish, but the taste goes well with the maida or the all-purpose flour. To the flour, I am adding around 1.5 tablespoon of baking powder, this is the cooking soda. I'm using around 1 teaspoon of cooking soda to it and sieve it so there will be no lumps in the flour. I've used around 1/4 cup of milk powder. This adds the taste to the cake. If you do not have milk powder, you can just skip it. That doesn't make a big difference. Once that is done, you have to cut and fold the batter. Do not whisk it fast or unevenly. You have to just cut and fold the flour with the wet ingredients so that it gets well incorporated with all the ingredients. So here the dough is a bit thick. If you wish, you can add milk or you can just add water to it to bring it to the proper consistency. As I had used the milk powder here, I am using water. I'll show you the consistency of the flour or the batter. I have used almost 3/4 cup of water here to bring this into a proper consistency. So I have almost used 3/4 cup of water here. If you wish, you can use even milk. At last, I'll be adding lime juice. One big lime. I've just squeezed the juice of it. At last, I'll be adding this so that it reacts with the baking soda as well as the baking powder and helps in fluffing up the cake. I'm setting the temperature here. I've set into 180 degree for around 20 minutes. At last, I've added choco chips to it. You can add even dry fruits like almonds, badam, cashews. Have placed a butter paper under the cake tin and have brushed it with little butter drizzled on it. As I had prepared more batter, I am using 2 cake tins, one horizontal and one round. Do not forget to tap before placing it in the oven or on gas stove. So once all this is done, you have to just tap it so that there will be no air bubbles in between, and have placed both the cake trays inside the OTG, and I'm setting it for around 30 minutes. Once that is done, before that is done, in between we have to keep checking so our cake shouldn't burn. My cake took around 45 minutes to cook evenly. So once that is done, cool it, cover a wet cloth on it. Before placing the wet cloth on it, you have to just prick it with a knife or a toothpicker and check whether the inside portion has been cooked evenly. If you get a kind of sticky part, you have to cook it for some more minutes. So I place the towel on it for around 5 minutes, then have cut into pieces. The crust of the cake is really too crunchy and the inner part was too soft and it tastes yummy. So if you like this recipe, kindly hit the like button, share and do comment and subscribe to my channel. See you then in the next video. Thank you. Bye.